Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Chris Burns Outdoors. Today I was going to talk a little bit about co-angler etiquette and the do's and don'ts of tournament fishing, and specifically kind of the BFLs. A lot of you guys might have fished. There might be a lot of co-anglers out there that's done a lot of fishing and decided to step up into doing a little bit of tournament fishing. So I thought I would do a quick video to kind of give you guys some things that I look for, or some of the things that I like as a boater. Now every boater is different, but I'm sure that some of these things I'm going to talk about, I'm sure that no boater would complain about any of them if you follow these rules. I wrote some things down. So the way the BFL works basically is at 6:30 there's a meeting, and they talk about all the rules and the size of the fish and all that good stuff. During that meeting, or slightly after that meeting, you'll get a text, and that text will come through, and it'll have your flight number, your boat number, your boater's name, and their telephone number. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and call that boater. And some of the things you're going to want to ask him is, how is he fishing? Is he fishing open water? Is he fishing shallow? Is he fishing deep? Is he fishing banks? Kind of get an idea or a feel of what he's doing, so that you can go ahead and rig your gear up and be able to fish kind of what he's fishing. Be versatile. You might get, sometimes, you might start off doing one thing, and then you might be totally doing a different thing. So, but a good boater should give you a good idea of what route he's going, and have a game plan, so you could go ahead and game plan yourself. As a co-angler, it's difficult. You got tons of gear just like a boater, but you can't bring it all. So you have to be specific with your questions. You don't want to ask him what kind of bait he's using or all that good stuff. I mean, if you feel comfortable enough, go ahead. I have no problem. A lot of times when that call comes through, I'll kind of share that, share a little bit about what I'm using, just to help that co-angler out. But don't start your conversation off like that. You'll also want to ask him what time he wants to meet, where he wants to meet, that sort of thing. You want to ask him, does he have a extra bin for you to put some of your gear in? Does he have a cooler? Offer to bring a bag of ice. That's always a good thing. Hey, I can grab some ice in the morning. So during that call, that's what you want to do. And you don't want to wait an hour or two after the meeting. You want to kind of call, fairly quick. He's got a lot to do. He's got to get his boat ready. He's probably rigging tackle. He might be having to get fuel. Whatever the case is, don't wait forever to make that call. So once you get through that call, that next morning, be early, guys. Don't if he tells you to be there at a certain time, be there 5 minutes before. So it's nothing worse than getting to the ramp and waiting on your co-angler, and it's a zoo at the ramp, and everybody's coming in and out, and you're having to pull to the side. Have a specific meeting spot. It's dark a lot of times. What I like to do is I'll flash my light once we're on the phone and say, hey, listen, I'm flashing my light. Can you see my light flash? And that kind of helps out. Try and get some type of game plan the night before of how you're going to meet, but be early. This is a big one. Not everybody can do it, but have the ability to back the boat up. I can't tell you how important that is sometimes for me. But there's young guys out there that are trying to get into this, and if you don't feel comfortable being able to back a boat up, or you don't feel that you can do it, then you need to tell that boater, and don't wait that morning. Tell them the night before. Say, hey, listen, I'm new to this. I'm not used to backing up a truck and a boat. I just don't feel comfortable. That'll give that boater time to plan. He might be having travel buddies or something like that he can go ahead and kind of get organized, or maybe get there even a little bit earlier to get his boat dropped and get up out of the way so he's not blocking the ramp. But if you're able to do that, that's a huge plus. And if you're going to do a lot of tournament fishing, I suggest that you go ahead and you practice that a little bit. And I don't know if maybe your dad's got a boat or truck or whatever, or your buddies or whatever, but get into a parking lot and practice a little bit on that. That'll always help. But like I said, tell him the night before and give him a good idea that, or let him know that you're not able to do that, or hey man, no problem, I've got you. And but that's a huge plus. Don't cast in front of the boat. Cast on a 45, cast to the side. You know, you're the co-angler. You have to learn how to fish off the back of the boat. I can't tell you how many times I go through and I'm casting, and we're moving along, and then bam, co-angler catches fish all day. You know, you might have to use a little bit of different technique. You might have to do something just outside the box, but don't start your day off by doing that. It's never a good thing, and it's just going to cause bad vibes. Don't step on the seats, guys. These boats are, 70, 80, 90, even 100 and some $1,000. Respect the boat, respect the boater's property. It's a lot of money involved, and so it's not a big deal. There's usually a center spot between the two seats that you can step up or on, or a lot of times the co-angler does great until he gets a fish and he gets excited, and it's fun, and I understand it, but try and respect the boat and the property of the boat. You don't want to tear nothing up. Keep your gear organized. You have a small area. You have the bin usually in the back of the passenger seat, which is what I do. I always open up that bin. It's always available. But a lot of times my co-angler is putting his stuff in front of his feet, which is fine too. That's his choice. But make sure it's not spread out all over the place. So when you guys are catching fish and you're netting things, and your stuff's not in the way, and the net's getting hooked onto hooks and all that good stuff. So make sure that you keep your stuff organized. When the boater's ready to go and he's ready to move to the next spot, he should give you a little bit of a heads up, but don't, kind of move promptly. Don't take your time or make one more cast or all that good stuff. He's ready to move, his boat, his time. Just go ahead, get your stuff ready to go, and being organized will help you do that. It's basically reel it in, get your stuff hooked up onto your, hook up your bait to your rod, put it into the, the rod sock there, or whatever you got to do, but move promptly. One of the things that I like too, I always ask, that's the other thing, on that call the night before, let him know that you want a seat. Okay, the boater is to provide a seat. That's part of the rules, and I have no problem providing the seat, but a lot of times I've got a lot of co-anglers that don't like the seat. They stand up all day just like I do. But if you do need a seat, let them know. Communicate that with them. Having my seat is a pain in the butt in the back, because it sits low, and then I got to pull it out in order to open up the back rod locker to turn the power on, all that good stuff. Not a big deal, but what I was getting at is, when you're done fishing and you're ready to move, just take the snap and snap the seat. So when you go down the lake at 70 miles an hour, the thing doesn't pop up and it's banging around on the back. Just button it real quick. When you're done fishing, you get back to where you're supposed to be. Offer to go get the weigh bags. Something simple. Hey, man, do you want me to go grab the weigh bags? I can run up there real quick, grab the weigh bags. You're able to get the boat parked and maybe clean the boat up a little bit and kind of get a little organized. Let the boater get a little organized himself. It's a lot throughout the day. He's running the trolling motor. He's thinking about pulling out at that point. The weigh-ins, all the chaos at the boat ramp starts again. Just offer to go get the weigh bags. Not a big deal. You got to get one anyway. Hopefully. Help the boater get his boat out of the water. Don't just be the co-angler. Maybe you didn't catch a fish that day and you're mad or whatever, and you just leave. Don't do that. Be respectful. Help him get his boat out. Maybe offer to wipe the boat down. Nothing crazy. Just it's the right thing to do. And then money. Offer $40 to $60. There's a video that I put out prior to this one that talks about the expense to fish the BFL'S. It's costing that guy between $5,000 and $6,000 a year to fish the BFL'S. To get $40 or $60 a tournament helps for gas. So offer $40 to $60. Have it with you. I know, giving that at the end of the day is fine. I've had some co-anglers right off the bat, that's just here's some money for gas, and however you decide to do it, but just do not do it. That's the worst thing. So And then, like for me, guys, I'm pretty easy going on my boat. I like to make sure my co-anglers catching fish. That gives me excitement. Like I said, I know that I'm not going to be, on the Bassmasters Elites here, and I just like to enjoy my day with a young guy or somebody that doesn't own a boat that can get out for the day and fish and wants to learn more or whatever. I enjoy that. I try to make their day fun. I think in last year's BFLs, I had 2 4th places and a 6th place off the back of my boat. So, and boaters, give these guys a chance to fish. There's guys out there that boat, and do what you want, boaters. But all I'm saying is let the co-anglers have a little fun throughout the day. I know you spend a lot of money doing it, but at the end of the day, you're fishing BFLs. So. All in all, that's it. I just wanted to touch base on that real quick, kind of talk through some of those things. Yeah, get out there, try it, guys. It's a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it. And if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about as far as this goes, leave some comments. But please subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel. I fish the BFLs. I video all my tournaments. So you're able to kind of follow me through the season, do a little bit of airbrushing. So anyway, subscribe, like, comment, and I hope all you co-anglers out there got a little bit off this video. Boaters maybe got a little bit off this video, but most importantly, enjoy your time on the water. Enjoy tournament fishing. You get one shot at this life, man, and enjoy it. Out.